Guys, welcome back to my channel. It's literally been so long since I filmed a video. I bought a house, I got a new puppy. He's so cute, honestly. I feel like I have not filmed any videos, just trying to settle into our new house, and then also just spending my day just staring at my puppy. He's so cute. That's why I haven't filmed anything, but I wanted to get a video up. So today's case is gonna be about Elizabeth Bathory, and so I wanted to do her alleged crimes because the more I read into her, the more questions that I have. Like, did she actually do all the things that people say she did? Did she actually kill and torture over 600 girls? It seems like a lot. Not that it's not in the realm of possibilities, but it just seems like a lot. Was she possibly framed for all of this? I don't know, but let's get into it. So Elizabeth Bathory was born August 7th, 1560 in Nerbader, Hungary. I don't know if I'm mispronouncing that. I probably am, so I'm apologizing right now. And Elizabeth was born into high-class nobility. Her uncle was Stephen Bathory, King of Poland. He was very wealthy and influential. So Elizabeth was part of this life, and she was considered very beautiful and well educated. At 11 years old, she was engaged to Count Faranek Nadasi. And honestly, like, when I first read this, I was like, 11 years old is insanely young to be engaged. But this was the 1500s, and although they did get engaged when she was 11 years old, they did not marry until she was 15 years old. Count Nadasdy was also from a very wealthy and influential family in Hungary at the time, and so it seemed like a perfect match. Both of their families were wealthy, both of their families were influential, so the pair got married on May 1575. So although they got married in 1575, the couple did not have their first child born until 1585, about 10 years after they had gotten married. And they would come to have 5 children in total, 2 that died in infancy, and the 3 surviving children were 2 girls and 1 boy. I didn't see a lot of information about her children, just about, the surviving children and the 2 that did not surpass infancy, but there was nothing really that I saw that talked about her as a mother, the relationship she had with her children. Maybe I didn't look hard enough, so if anybody finds a link or knows more about that, feel free to leave it down in the comments. But I really didn't see anything. It seemed almost like they just glossed over the fact that she had these kids. They lived in a castle, which was a wedding gift, and the castle was in Upper Hungary, now known as Slovakia. Elizabeth lived there with Count Faranek, and Count would leave, and so while he was away is when the rumor started to come up about her cruelty to her staff. In January 4th, 1604, Count Faranek died of a sudden and mysterious illness in the middle of battle. So they still really don't know what that illness was. It was probably something that he had been suffering with already, and then it just took the best of him in the middle of battle. I don't know. It kind of seems like that's what it is, but once Count Faranek died, as I mentioned, the rumors were spreading about Elizabeth's cruelty against peasants and her servants, and the rumors got so out of hand that by 1610, the rumors had caused King Matthias of Hungary to start an investigation against Elizabeth. And so he got Georgi Thurzo to investigate this, and Thurzo took witness accounts, testimonies of people who stated that the Countess had tortured and killed more than 600 girls with the help of her servants. And this is where I'm saying, like, it doesn't make sense. 600 is quite a number, and it almost seems exaggerated, but according to Thurzo, there was many accounts of people who said that this was actually accurate. And I mean, I guess it is in the realm of possibility, but just seems like an over-exaggeration. So Elizabeth was said to have tortured girls with needles, razors, knives, hot irons, pokers. There were some accounts that she covered some of the girls with honey and left them outside to be devoured by animals and insects, which, can you imagine? Like, how awful that must be? Ugh, I can't even think about it. So they also said that she would drive needles into their fingers, which just sounds incredibly painful. Cutting their noses or lips, biting their shoulders and breast, burning their flesh, including their private parts. So this also seems kind of sexual, the biting of the lips, the removal of the lips, and biting the shoulders, and burning the flesh, including the private parts. I mean, that all seems a little like sexual, like maybe a sexual sadist. I don't know if that factored into anything, but I did just want to mention it as something to note. It could have completely no standing and no founding. I'm not saying that that's what it is. I'm just saying seems like that. So then rumors got out of hand, and then there was this rumor that Elizabeth would bathe in virgin's blood. This rumor actually didn't even come out until 100 years after her death, which could honestly be an invention, because this was not part of the original accounts or witness testimonies of what people said that she did to her servants. So this almost seems like the story of like Elizabeth Bathory got out of control, and then people just started adding and adding to her story and adding to the things that she did to make her seem more horrid. But was she bathing in virgin's blood? I don't know. You can, and they even have like the old pictures, like the old school drawings of her in blood and bathing with her servants around. I mean, it could potentially just be a total invention added to the story to make it more intense. There was also some mention of potential cannibalism. There was really nothing that I found that completely backed that up. It's just something that is more of a theory. But as I said, there is nothing that actually proves or is documented that cannibalism was a factor. But with the number of witness statements, Thurzo went to Elizabeth's castle. Supposedly, he said he caught her in the act of torturing a girl. So supposedly he went there to talk to her about the investigation, and once he did, she was there torturing a girl, and he basically broke into it. So Elizabeth and 4 of her servants were arrested. Her servants were tried in 1611, and they were tortured. They denied murdering anyone, but admitted to burying around 36 to 51 bodies, which that seems more likely. It's still a very large number, but it seems more likely that if Elizabeth did do these crimes, that her body count is closer to the 36 to 51 that the servants are admitting to than the 600 the rumors are saying. So after the torture, the servants were burned as witches. But because of Elizabeth's nobility, she could not be tried or executed. So instead, she was imprisoned in her own castle. In some places that I read, it said that she was in a windowless room that she was confined to. So not just the whole castle, but just one specific room. So awful. If she really is just sitting there in a room by herself without any contact, like, but compared to the treatment that her servants got, it doesn't even compare. So Elizabeth was technically never convicted of any crimes because, again, she was nobility, so she couldn't be tried or convicted. But they are really just rumors, so we don't know if she actually committed these atrocities or not. But technically, she was never convicted. Elizabeth remained in prison until her death in 1614. Some people, where I was reading online and then like Reddit and stuff, some people were saying that she committed suicide. Some people said it was natural causes. So Elizabeth was rumored to have tortured and killed up to 650 young women. So again, I feel like this number is not accurate. I feel like if she did commit those crimes, I think her number would be a lot lower. But I don't know. It's just speculation. It just seems like that's like a very large number. The eyewitness testimony is thought to be inaccurate. But on the other hand, there are some accounts, such as a letter from a priest, in which he stated that the brutality and maltreatment toward her servants was out of this world. And if she was, honestly, I don't think it was 650, if anything. But I don't know. She could have been like actually bathing in virgin's blood and doing all this stuff. But I just don't know. So guys, that was a very quick video. Let me know what you guys think. Alright guys, I'll see you guys next time. Don't forget to comment and subscribe. It helps out a lot. Let me know what other cases you guys want me to cover, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Okay.